This week's Parshas, Behar and Bechukosai, have a significantly huge number of mitzvahs involved, as most of them do. We'll pick one, and it's an interesting concept. I saw a talk from a Kira fellow as to how to prove that Hashem exists and that the Torah is true, and he used these psukim in Behar, Perek Chavhei, Pasuk Yotes through Chafalav. And Hashem promises us that if we keep Shemitah, then Nahar period Achaltem Lasobav, Yishaptem Laveta Choleha, then Pasuk Chaf, V'chisomru Manoch, Abashana Hashviyis, Hein Lo Nizrav Lo Nesaf Es Tvu Asenu. What will we eat? We didn't plant. Pasuk Chaf Aleph, Itzivisias Bir Chosi Lochem Bashana Hashishis, V'asosas Hatvua L'Shloish Shanim. Hashem promises that we'll have the bounty of the 6th year, and we'll be enough for 3 years, the 6th year, the 7th year, and of course the 8th year, because there won't be anything until the harvest of the 8th year comes out, so we need 3 years. So from this, the spokesman or speaker said, if Hashem didn't write this, if a human being wrote this, how could he possibly have the chutzpah and the guts to write this? He can't back it up. And he asked the question, how long would it take to figure out that the guy is a liar? And the guy showed up and said, 6 years. That's right. Because in 6 years, you'll see it's not going to happen. And we've kept the Torah for thousands of years, and we've followed those Shemitah laws. So apparently, there is here an indirect proof of the authenticity that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world and is a manhig of the Olam and wrote the Torah. Rabbi Obam asked an interesting question. It says in the pasuk, what happens if we don't have the complete Amunah, which we should, and we're going to say, Hashem, what are we going to eat? So Hashem gives us a tremendous reward. You can have a 3-year bounty of that 6th year. The question he posed was, which I had never thought of course, was, and what if we don't ask? Let's say we have a Munah Pshuta. We say, Hashem, if you promise us that we keep Shemitah, we're not going to starve, I'll take your word for it. I will have trust in the Munah and Hashem and be talking that everything will come out okay. What will happen then? That's such a tremendous bracha. If we ask the question, how about if we don't ask the question? Rabbi Obam said, if we don't ask the question, then Hashem will give us an even greater reward. The greater reward will be that in the 6th year, Hashem will give us the regular food, but it will be superfood. Hashem will give us the food ochel kima, and it expands in his stomach. I forgot the exact line. Ochel kima, and it's something b'meyav, and then it expands. It'll be superfood. You'll eat a little bit, and it will expand, and you'll be able to get by, and you'll be able to survive the small quantity because that's all you need to eat. A, you will not have to go on a diet, and B, even better, when you have to collect the bounty for 3 years and 1 year, that's an awful lot of work. You have to collect it, you have to store it, you have to watch out for rodents and pest infestation. You have a lot of headaches for collecting for 3 years. It's a big bracha, but it's a lot of work. This is a much bigger bracha. If you take Hashem's word for it and keep the Shemitah laws, Hashem will give you an even greater reward. So there's a very excellent proof of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, number one, as the creator and the authentic author of the Torah, and B, Hashem's chesed is boundless, and we have to have a complete emunah pshuta, and we have to have bitachon that everything that Hashem promises us will happen, and no matter what happens, everything is gamzu l'tova, and means Hashem we should hear only good news. But bitachon and emunah is a cornerstone of our faith, and will never let us down. Good job.